Hello everyone, my name is Ozirozos. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2, everybody. It's been a while since I've been making regular content on my channel, and I'm looking to get back into things. I feel like I say that every time I come back from a long time off. But I have a whole new setup, I have a new PC, I have 2 monitors, I have a whole racing wheel, pedals, H shifter setup. That's what that annoying noise was. So I just want to do some trucking. Not only is this going to be an introduction to Euro Truck videos, this is also going to be a bit of a channel update. I'm going to be talking a lot in this video. This may be cut up into multiple videos because journeys in this game can take up to 2 hours depending on what you go for. And due to my upload speed, I can't upload 2-hour-long videos. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. You can just look at it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to get into things here. This is my one and only truck in the game. It's a DAF XF. It has ugly chrome on it, but darn it, I like it. Anyway, I have about 50 hours into this game. I only got it like 2 weeks ago. I'm so addicted that I bought a wheel and pedals setup, and I even bought an H shifter despite not knowing how to drive manual in real life. So I'm learning. I'm still learning. Alright, I always stall out anytime I try and go anywhere and try to stop. I don't know when to shift and then when to downshift. So if any of you know how to drive manually, you're gonna probably cringe a lot. And not only that, I'm gonna be trying to talk while doing it. And I suck when just playing by myself, not even talking to anybody. But anyway, we're gonna be doing some things here. I don't actually know what kind of job we're gonna get. Let's go ahead and do that. Sorry if any of you have ever played this game, have never played this game before. I know this is maybe a bit confusing. I'm talking really fast. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Let's just I need to pick a job right quick. Okay, okay. Let's go there. Sure, why not? 15 tons of milk. Who doesn't like milk? Anyway, I feel like this intro has been very frantic and quite frankly rushed, but I haven't made a video in a month, and I've already restarted this video about 8 times. So darn it, I'm gonna just go, and it is what it is. So how's everybody been? I hope you have all been well. I've been a whole lot of but I'm living, and that's all that really matters, because living is a whole lot of pretty good at times, wouldn't you agree? And I completely stalled out already, because of course I did, and I suck. Anyway, let's, okay, I stalled out again. This is off to a great start. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's just go and pick up our thing, and once I have the trailer hooked up, I'm not paying any attention to my gears. This is going to go horribly. Anyway, I hope you all have been having a good life. I haven't spoken to any of you in about over a month when I was making Realm Royale videos. I'm already over that game. Pretty sure the last time I played that game, actually, was when I recorded the last video, which was over a month ago. So, I'm already over with that game. Probably not going to be any more Realm Royale videos unless I magically get back into it again. And another thing about videos that are just over with, sadly, is the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom series. That was the first time I enjoyed doing a series in a really long time. But I don't know, man. Because I wanted it to be kind of blind, but also not really, but I kind of ruined the game for myself because I played through the entire game without even recording it, and I didn't want my reactions to, like, be fake in the video, so I just decided to quit doing it, and I also, in the process of switching PCs to my new one, I deleted all of the video files, and I deleted the emulator off of my computer. So, really, all I have on my computer now is Euro Truck Simulator and a few other driving games. So, I have to, get back to doing other videos if I wanted to do that again. And, let's see, what else has been going on lately? Well, I did get a wheel and pedals and an H shifter. Like I said earlier in the video, I think. Okay, I crashed into that. uh, I have this fear. I don't think I've ever talked about this in a video, but like in real life, I actually have like a genuine fear of driving. Like, I absolutely despise driving in real life. I haven't driven a car in about, I believe, like 5 years now. I think I was like a freshman in high school when I last drove a car. And I've been out of high school now since 2017. So, yeah, it's been a while, but I don't want to just, never drive again. I don't want to be known as that loser that barely got by high school and has never driven in his life and never gets his license. So the part of the reason as to why I gave in and purchased a racing wheel and pedals and like a manual shifter is because I eventually want to get over my fear of driving. Like driving makes me freak out and makes me have a panic attack, and it's all in all just not a good time. But I want to be able to drive because I like cars. I've always been interested in them ever since I was a little kid. I mean, my earliest memory of playing a video game was playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for the PlayStation 1. No, it wasn't Hot Pursuit 2. It was just Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit 2 was on the PlayStation 2. I like cars, and I remember when I first got my permit when I was 15. I was really excited because I know I could finally drive. Every kid wants to drive a car, But I drove, and it was some of the worst experiences of my life. And I wasn't necessarily a bad driver. It's just I was just not comfortable at all, and I just did not feel safe whatsoever. And it was just all in all an awful time. But this was 5 years ago. I feel like I've matured a bit. My anxiety levels have gotten worse over the 5 years, but I feel like I could overcome the driving, especially now that I've, like even with this game, for instance, like when I first got this game about 2.5 weeks ago or so, like I was actually kind of anxious to drive in this game because, this is a huge truck. It's not a car. This isn't despite simulator being in the name. I mean, this isn't the most realistic game out there. It doesn't have very realistic physics at all. But it's still driving, It's first person is driving. And there are consequences in this game if you drive bad. You get fined, you get a speeding ticket, if you run into a car, you gotta pay a fee, etc., etc. And I was so afraid to make mistakes that, it could kind of maybe turn away from the game a bit, but I was devoted because this game is so fun and relaxing. But for the first few days of playing, it wasn't really relaxed. I was more so just kind of anxious because I was so afraid to mess up, And oops, I accidentally honked my horn. Anyway, with the loan system in this game. If any of you have never played this game before, you run a business, right? And you could take out a loan from the bank, but you have to end up paying the loan back with interest, like in real life. And I took out a loan in the game, and it made me so anxious. Like the loan, the thought of being in debt, just ruined the game for me. So I ended up, because I couldn't just reload and say, okay, never mind, I don't want to do this loan. And this was already a few days in-game after I took out the loan, rather. And I was already barely keeping afloat, not being in debt. And I got so anxious to the point where, I didn't want to play anymore. The loan ruined it because my anxiety got so bad. So what I ended up doing is getting into the game files, and I ended up giving myself the exact amount of money to completely pay off my loan so that I could enjoy the game again. So technically I have cheated in this game. I didn't give myself any money or anything. I didn't buy any trucks or anything. I paid back my loan because it made me have an anxiety attack. So, apologies to anybody out there that, you know, I hate to be that guy, but I did cheat the money. I haven't done it since then, and I never will, and I'm never gonna take out a loan again, even though now at this point I could very safely do so. Cause trying to talk and shift gears is so hard for my small, little, minuscule brain, man. Anyway, so that's my whole episode I had with this game. But now I'm enjoying it. This is by far my favorite game at the moment. And it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna crash into that car. I sure did. I suck. Ladies and gentlemen, I suck. I still have to get used to the brakes on this thing, because like the pedals, like you know, the throttle pedal, the gas pedal, whatever the heck you want to call it, like it's very light. You know, you can easily press it. The clutch is about the same, but the brakes, like you really have to hit the brakes to actually do anything. You know, so it's kind of hard for me because I'm so used to. Well, I'm not used to driving, so I'm not used to having to actually smash my foot down and you know, smash the brake pedal. You know, I'm used to just lightly tapping it with my big toe. You know, but you can't really do that. Gosh, I'm driving like crap, and I'm feeling like my commentary sucks. I apologize. I'm trying my best. Gosh darn it. This game is really fun, and if any of you have never played this game, I highly recommend it. I don't know why I didn't get it earlier. Like I've known of this game's existence ever since it came out, but I always thought it sounded really boring, because really all you do in this game is just drive a truck. What I'm doing right now, this is all you do in this game. But somehow, it's not boring at all. Like, I've never been able to put so much time into a game, and like over the course of such a short amount of time. Like, I've only had this thing for 2 weeks now. I already have 50 hours or so in the game. That may not be a lot to some of you, but it's a lot for me, because normally I don't play a game for longer than like an hour at a time, and then I get bored or I get tired or something. But I play this game all night, every night, man. Like, it is so good, and it's so relaxing. Like, obviously, there isn't any music in the background now, but I always just put on a playlist for my computer and just listen to an album or two and just do some trucking. And it's very relaxing. It really is. It really helps calm my anxiety levels. You know, that adding the manual transmission has added a bit of anxiety, but I want to get good at an H shifter. I am devoted. I know I suck at it right now. I probably already have a few comments about people complaining about me revving too late, or not revving, shifting too early or too late. Because I still, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning as we go. But I'm trying my best. I'm not being awful on purpose. I promise. I just kind of suck, is all. Well, you know, I haven't been talking to you guys in a month. What else have I been up to? You know, I've really only this, but I recently got, well, not really recently, but around the time I quit making videos a month ago, I really got into the game Iron Sight. It's a free-to-play FPS, and I thought about making videos on that, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really fit me, or like fit my channel very well. I don't know. If any of you guys have ever heard of Iron Sight, and if you would be interested in videos on that, then let me know. It reminds me of the old Call of Duties, which I really liked. I'm still debating whether or not to purchase Black Ops 4. When it was first announced, I was gonna pre-order it because it sounded so great. It sounded like Black Ops 2, which is my personal favorite Call of Duty game. But after seeing gameplay of it, it doesn't really seem like Call of Duty to me anymore. It seems more like Rainbow Six Siege or like Counter-Strike or something. And I don't like any of those games. I forgot to shift, my bad. And I don't like any of those games, especially Counter-Strike. There's always one game that, popular game that somebody doesn't like, whether it be like Fallout. I know some people don't like Fallout. Some people don't like Far Cry or like MMOs and like all these popular games. Well, I don't like Counter-Strike. I never did. I don't know why I don't, because I love the Source engine. I love TF2. I love Half-Life. But I could just never get into Counter-Strike. I don't like the gameplay, and the community is kind of trash. But that can be said about every game community, let's be honest. But maybe I will get Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I don't know. Maybe I'll even make videos on it. I do have a pretty good PC now, since I upgraded about a week ago. So I could make videos on it. I'm just worried as to if I'll like it or not, because it's not going to be on Steam. It's going to be on Blizzard's Battle.net. It's not called Battle.net anymore. Whatever the heck the Blizzard launcher is called now, I don't remember. And I don't think Battle.net supports refunds like Steam does. So if Black Ops 4 sucks, then I won't be able to refund it, and that's $60 down the drain. And I have no interest in Battle Royale, despite me playing Battle Royale games on my channel. I doubt I'm gonna play Blackout. But you never know. Maybe it'll be the best thing ever. You never know. Because I mean, heck, isn't Battlefield 5 gonna have a Battle Royale mode too? Like Battlefield Royale or whatever it's gonna be called? I haven't heard anything on that, but I think that's the thing that's going to exist. And I thought about getting Battlefield 5 as well, because it's a World War II game, and I really like World War II. And I didn't bother with Call of Duty World War II because my computer at the time just wasn't good enough to run it. And then at this point, it's too late into the game cycle to really warrant a purchase. In my opinion, because Call of Duty is really just a 1-year game, and then the devs don't care about it, with the exception of like some of the Black Ops games. But I don't know. I'm not really a COD fanboy like I used to be back in the day. Like when Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 were out, like I think I would consider myself a COD fanboy back then. I was still a kid. I played Call of Duty every single day after school. Like I definitely have more hours into Black Ops 2 on the PS3 than any other console game in my whole life. I put so many hours into that. And that's also the only Call of Duty that I max prestiged in. I love the Black Ops 2, man. That's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. It was so good. It really was. Say what you want about Call of Duty, but Black Ops 2 was absolutely amazing. I don't know why I'm talking about Call of Duty, but I am. But now let's quit talking about Call of Duty and talk about something else. But I don't know what else to talk about. So let's just drive around for a bit. I've been driving around for a while now. Haven't really been paying any attention. So if I violated any traffic laws, I don't really know. I'm not really paying any attention. But it is what it is. Let's see how long we have to go. Alright, so we're gonna have the rest eventually. That's alright. My headquarters in this game is in the Czech Republic. I don't really know why I chose the Czech Republic whenever I first started playing. I just wanted to have somewhere in the middle of the map. And I remember reading that France has a lot of toll roads. And the toll roads in the beginning of the game made me anxious because I was so worried about the money. So I wanted to be away from the toll roads, and I wanted to be in the middle of the map, so I just went with the Czech Republic. And I like the Czech Republic. I've always been interested in it. I don't really know much about the Czech Republic, other than, like, it used to be part of Czechoslovakia, but, who doesn't know that? It's just a country that it just kind of exists, but I've never heard anything bad about it. So it can't be that bad, right? I've always been very interested in Europe in general. I love Europe, especially the history behind Europe. It just has such a rich history. I wish I was taught more about the world in school. Like, I only took, like, United States history in high school. Like, I don't remember taking world history at all. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure you need to take world history to graduate high school. But I don't remember taking it. I don't know how I graduated, but I did. Which is a shame, because, I mean, I'm greatly interested in history. Like, with the exception of video games, like world history is definitely, like, my #1 interest. Like, most of my time spent during my day is just me researching things, watching videos, watching educational videos, and reading articles, and, like, you know, reading books. You know, I own a lot of history-related books. It's just a very interesting thing. And, like, I've always thought... Oh, I was about to pull out in front of that guy. Like, I've always thought to myself, you know, I've always thought about, like, being... Like, well, not always, because I used to hate history, actually, but these past few years, like, I thought about, like maybe going to college to be, like, a history teacher, like a U.S. history teacher for, like, a high school or something. But, like, there's no way that I could comfortably do that, I think. Just my anxiety levels, I could not do that as a job. There's just no way. Which sucks, but it is what it is. It's just, I don't know, man. I could go on a whole rant about, you know, my anxiety, and, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I've thought about making a completely separate video just talking about my anxiety and how I deal with it, or try to deal with it, and, like, how I get through things. And because, I mean, I've thought about this, I've said this before in videos, but just in case any of you are watching that are new, I do have autism. I was diagnosed pretty late. I was actually diagnosed when I was 17. Which is surprising, because I'm surprised they even went through with the diagnosis, because normally you're diagnosed with it, like, you know, like when you're a toddler or like a young kid. But I could go on a whole rant about that. It's just, things have been a mess. Things are, I want to say things are getting better, but I don't know if I can say that with confidence. But this is a topic for another day. Maybe I'll talk about that in a separate trucking video. And also, I need to be thinking of, like, a new title for these videos. Like, I don't want them to just be, Euro Truck Simulator 2 Episode 1. Because I feel like that would just be pretty bland, like the rest of my channel. But maybe that's what I'll do anyway. I don't know. I thought about naming it, let me think. Like, maybe, like, Late Night Trucking. Because remember, I had a series a few years ago called, like, Late Night TF2 and Late Night Gaming. So why not bring back the whole late night gimmick with this game? I guess call it Late Night Trucking. But it feels like it's a bit, like, too good of a name. Like, surely somebody else, like, has named the series Late Night Trucking. But I might just do it anyway. If I get sued for copyright infringement, then darn it, oh well. I've been watching a lot of Euro Truck Simulator YouTubers lately. Well, not necessarily YouTubers, but or just Euro Truck Simulator YouTube. What the heck is this guy doing? Jesus Christ. the person that got me into Euro Truck was a channel called Ahoy, or what it used to be known as Xbox Ahoy a few years ago, before he changed his name to just Ahoy. He made a trucking video on one of his, on his second channel, and there was just like 2 hours of uncut footage of him like driving from like England like to Hungary, and it took him forever. But I sat there. I've never watched anything of the game before, and I just sat there for 2 hours and watched the entire thing from start to finish without any breaks. And right after watching it, I instantly went on Steam and bought it. Then I left my computer on overnight so that I can download it because my internet sucks. Then I woke up the next day and I played it pretty much the entire day. And now 2 weeks later, here we are. I bought a steering wheel, pedals, and a shifter. Got a new PC, new monitors. And here we are. I'm talking to you guys. And who knows, maybe one of you will get into this game thanks to this video. You never know. Although looking at the clock for my recording, I think this will already be cut into 2 videos. But you never know. I don't know.